Today, from Austin, Texas, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Tyrod Taylor and the Austin Armadillos taking on Justin Fields and the Houston Voyagers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays,
lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. He'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
and I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
No,
right?
two touchdown passes last week.
Two touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now it's Fields. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Voyager.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. To throw is Fields. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up fourth down.
And on now is the punter. Back deep is Richard Sherman. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll have the speedy Tyrod Taylor calling the shots, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. To Boyle here over the middle. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Taylor. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. On 1st down, it's Gore. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. First carry for James Conner. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Taylor drops it underneath to Gore. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Taylor. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman. And he stopped immediately there. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. From the gun, it's Taylor. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And got his man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Fields. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Austin's offense ready to go again. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The numbers for Gore on the ground last week. 14 carries, 53 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Taylor to throw. A slant to Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Play action, now Taylor. Fitzgerald's got it right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him. They'll run on 1st down. Gore.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Taylor. And he fires one incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Taylor. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And they'll get this down to the 10.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's Taylor. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now a handoff for Gore. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Frank Gore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Armadillos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a Frank Gore touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. Fields gets it to Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, Fields. Looking deep downfield. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Voyagers have taken the lead. And man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Jones. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And our focus now shifts to Frank Gore. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
On the handoff, it's Gore. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A handoff right. It's Gore. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. On first down, Gore. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Taylor. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They'll run it with Gore. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Frank Gore's converted these his entire career, but not there. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Fields. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
On first down, it's Fields.
Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. From just shy of midfield. Fields.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Again, Fields.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Fields, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
After the interception, here's Taylor. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. From the 24, Taylor. Short throw into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now Taylor on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Again, it's Taylor. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now Taylor. It's complete to Fitzgerald. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin our tour, the trip up to Toronto, Canada. And it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. Josh Allen with...
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor.
Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Taylor. Short throw into the hands of the tight end Boyle. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. On 2nd and 10, Taylor.
He'll go again for Landry, and this one's complete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now it's Taylor. Again, he's got that man Landry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. To throw again is Taylor.
On the slant, he'll get it to Jones.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They run with Gore out of the shotgun.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Second and 5.
Here's Gore. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's Taylor. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Armadillos are once again back in front.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And he will find Winslow. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now it's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they brought the lead into this 3rd quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for Houston. Take it at the 37. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Boston's offense ready to go again.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and very short, Taylor. And he whips that one incomplete there. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Taylor. Jones has it. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
Well, this might very well have been 4-down territory, but that's not going to matter now. They get a nice throw there on 3rd down, and they're able to keep the drive going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Taylor will throw. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So another snag for Fitzgerald, who in 2015 became the youngest player at age 32 to hit 1,000 receptions. He's piling up some more.
Well, the way he's playing today, it's almost like he's trying to get a second 1,000 just in one contest. And when they're operating this well and clicking like that, well, that's a big reason why they're winning the game.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Taylor. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Here's a handoff to Connor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gore. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Frank Gore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Armadillos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Tucker now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Frank Gore touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Austin's offense ready to go again.
And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
a leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Taylor to throw.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Play action, it's Taylor.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No first down.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And now out comes Houston. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Fields on 1st down.
And that's complete to Cooks. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw.
That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
On 1st down, Fields.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Fields.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. It's a second down run with Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
To throw is Fields.
Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Now Fields.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And it's a touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Voyagers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Austin's offense ready to go again.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
83 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, it's Taylor. Short throw into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He completes it to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on first down. Gore. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing now is Taylor.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go. It's Gore. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for Austin, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.